Hello and welcome to another episode of the Contractor Grow Show. My name is Mark, and today I'm speaking with Richard Safo from Nature's Lawn Care, right down the road here in Lakewood, Colorado. Richard, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Fantastic. So we're taking a look at what you guys are up to, and I'd love to just hear the story of Nature's Lawn Care, kind of how things kind of originated, started, and where things are at today.
Well, we started, I think, in 2020 during COVID. I started by, trying to help homeowners as a side job. But then I opened an LLC, I think 2 years after. I was working for a full-time job whilst I had this business. Got a couple of clients on the side. And one day I decided that, you know what, if I have 15 people whilst doing a full-time job, might as well just have to quit my job and then just go full-time into that. So that was a decision that I made last year. And I'm still here. So far, I would say it's been a learning experience. When I quit my job, I had about 15 clients at that time. And when I decided to go full-time into the business, I lost almost about half of it.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Yeah, that was it was hard, but I was still very, very courageous because my friends always told me that, well, it's a bold decision to make. So I just decided to just keep going. Still I learned a lot, to be honest, from that, and I just kept going. In the process, I gained more, and that's how it's going so far.
Oh, man, that's fantastic. How many clients do you have right now?
Right now, I would say I have 25, and it's just from I think I quit my job to go into this full time in last year, January. Again, I had to learn so many things because I never had a mentor. I didn't have a very clear pathway. I had to just learn as I went. I was just learning as I go, and it's not been easy. Again, I didn't know I was going to start the business until one of my cousins in Virginia told me that. He called me and he said, "Hey, do you remember when we were kids to say you wanted to have a business that was like lawn care business?" I was like, "Huh, I told you that." Because I didn't tell, and I don't think I told anybody about that, but it was a good reminder to start something. So that's one of the reasons why I just started. As I got that reminder, I I believe that I am just following a voice in my mind. I don't really have 10-year plan, but I do have a great dream, which I think is what keeps me going.
That's fantastic, man. So you had kind of built up to 15 clients, you lost some clients, now you're back up to 25. I mean, what do you do to reach out and kind of find new clients? It's probably like word of mouth. Do you do any other kind of stuff? Do you put out any
Yeah,
flyers or
yeah, it's
you know,
mostly word of mouth that
uh-huh.
has helped me a lot. In the beginning, I was told that it's something that's very, very good. But I've done some marketing as well. I've had some marketing ads on Nextdoor. I've
Okay.
had some EDDM postal cards that I've sent out, which didn't do well last year, but it was because of how or when I started doing that. I think I was too late into the season when I got to do that. But it's mostly word of mouth and also some door-to-door marketing. I have some hangers. Sometimes I go to the park and I put my card and information on people's cars. Sometimes when I'm on my way home, whatever house or, property is next to me, I just put my card over there or send it to them. Some people don't like that, but yeah, I just do what I can.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, man. Get your word out there, huh? Fantastic. So, and then Richard, I'm curious about kind of the sales process. So, I mean, if you put out some cards on cars, or you put out some door hangers, or do some direct mail, what does it look like when people call you, right? So, I mean, someone calls, you probably get a bunch of spam, but I mean, you call and you realize this is, someone calls you realize this is a prospect, someone that may need your services. How do you then go about taking them from a, kind of a stranger into a, new customer?
Okay. So when they give me a call, sometimes it's through text, most of the times. And I ask them what services do they need. So they tell me what they need and they ask me if I can do it. And, I try to find a location and that's just pretty much the first part. The second part is I go to the property and, because I believe in that human touch. I like to be there. They tell me exactly what they want so that I have a clear idea of what the job looks like and exactly what they want. Talking about it over the phone is not always the best way because they say something now, you go to the property and then you're like, whoa, this is something. Yeah.
It's a whole different thing than what I heard on the phone, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So it's for me, it's I want to have a clear idea of what they actually want, which is also something that I learned over like the couple of years that I've been doing this business, or just every business in general. You want to listen to what the clients want. Sometimes we do a very bad job trying to talk over them, tell them what they should do and stuff, but I don't think they care about that so much. So yeah, I think just listening to them and giving them an idea of what I'm going to do. And if sometimes I also like to know if I have 100% control over what they want me to do. Sometimes if it's a big landscaping job whereby I have to clear everything from the property and then do something by myself, I ask them if they want certain things here, certain things there. Yeah, it's I like to have full control, but when I don't have full control, I still respect that because it's not my property. I'm just here to be of service. So it's all about them and not me.
That's great, man. So, and then what type of services do you offer? I mean, it's, is it kind of larger landscaping and like plant installation? It's mostly lawn mowing. I mean, what are the different services you guys offer right now?
Most of it is lawn mowing, but here and there I have a couple of contracts. People want me to install some sods or the gardening, sometimes mulch installation. I did the stone parts just last year, and that was really awesome. I thought it would be very, very hard, but it's not. So it's just things that I want to try out, and the things that we always do right now is just the lawn mowing part, like the lawn maintenance, and a little bit of mulch services here and there. But yeah, lawn services the most. I mean, the lawn maintenance part is the most that I do.
Gotcha. And so, I mean, that's mostly kind of a summer thing. And I mean, landscaping itself is, largely spring, summer, fall thing. What do you do? How do you kind of keep revenue coming in and, kind of keep things moving in the winter? I mean, we're here in Colorado, not a lot of snow this year, right? So there's not a whole lot of like snow blowing or whatever. How do you kind of deal with that?
So this year like last year was when like I said, I quit my job to go into this full time. So this winter was my first winter without working as much as I worked in the summer and in the spring. So it hasn't been easy. There's been, like I said, like we were talking about earlier on, that we've only had about five snowfalls in the season, and even I could say we only had two of them that you can actually really go out there and then do some work. Apart from that, I've been learning a lot more from the business side of it, the taxing part, and all this kind of things. When it comes to revenue, I've not really had a lot of revenue, but again, I did some work when it comes to like the stones that I was talking about, like the installation and stuff like that. So I think that kept me going during the winter. But honestly, it's been very slow, and I've been able to save enough money to keep me going. So I think that's been able to help me. In the future, I'm hoping that I get more clients to do more snow work.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it seems like that's always kind of an issue with landscaping companies we talk to. It's about sort of like 8 months on and then 4 months pretty much completely off, you know. And so yeah, it seems like there's really got to be some budgeting there, and especially if you have a crew of guys that, are looking for work, right? Okay, well, fantastic, Richard. I love the story. I mean, if folks are looking for, landscape, well, let me ask you this. What is your service area? I mean, you're here in Lakewood, but I mean, how far will you go in the Denver area, or outside of it to do jobs?
Oh well, it depends on the number of clients that I have in a particular demographic. I do have people here in Lakewood. I have some people in Littleton, in Aurora, in Denver as well. So once I am able to pretty much put everybody in a group, say on Monday I do Lakewood, on Tuesday I go somewhere else, and then sometimes I do it whilst I'm on my way to, for example, I'm leaving Lakewood to Aurora, and I have some people in between. I do that on the same day as I'm going. So I'm open to having more in those specific areas. Just I don't want to go too far because when I started the business, I just wanted to get everything just to make sure I have enough money saved up for to keep the business going. And I would say I wouldn't say it's a mistake, but I learned from that because you end up, although you get more people on your clients list, you end up spending so much money on traveling, which
Uh-huh.
yeah, which also hurts the sales part. So yeah, I'm open to having more people in different areas, provided I'm able to market in that same area and get more people. I don't see why not.
That's great. Well, what a great story of it's kind of your startup and how you transitioned into doing this full time. And man, I'm really excited to hear how things kind of move ahead for you over the next year. If folks are looking for a great landscaping company in, Lakewood, Littleton, Aurora, Denver, what are a couple of good ways to get in touch with you?
Well, you can call me on 720-975-5035. And also, I have an Instagram page, Nature's Lawn Care LLC. I have my pictures, I have everything on there. You can contact me on there as well. I am going to create my Facebook page as well very soon. It's probably going to be the same name, Nature's Lawn Care LLC. Yeah, that's all I have right now. I'm also on LinkedIn, but it's just my personal name on LinkedIn, Richard Jeffrey Safo or Richard J Safo on LinkedIn. You'd find a lot of my pictures and my posts as well.
Fantastic. So taking notes here. Great. So if you're in the Denver area and, like you say, Lakewood, Littleton, Aurora, Denver, and looking for a great lawn care company to help you out, give Richard a call. Richard his name is Richard Safo, Richard, and then Safo, Safo. And his phone number is 720-975-5035. Or you can find his company over on Instagram and soon Facebook, which is Nature's Lawn Care LLC. And, if you look that up, there's a few of those. We've seen a couple of Nature's Lawn Cares. Just look up Nature's Lawn Care LLC, Lakewood, and you'll easily get in touch with Richard. You can also find him over Richard J. Safo on LinkedIn. Great, Richard. Thank you so much for your time today, man, being with us and telling the story of your startup. And really excited to hear how this goes over the next year, man.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. Thank you so much.